Here is a quick best practice guide for setting up programs for your new season. First, it's a good idea to either create new agreements or review your existing agreements and modify if needed for your new season. From your Admin Navigator, click on Programs and Agreements and View Agreements. From your Agreements library, make sure that your existing agreements look the way that you want. You can click on View and Edit to modify any of your existing agreements, or click on Create to create any new agreements you might need for your new season. Next, you want to do the same thing with your adjustments. Click on Programs, Adjustments, and View Adjustments. Here in your adjustments library, you can either edit or delete old adjustments you may have, or create new adjustments. It's a good idea to go in and make sure on your existing adjustments that the dates correspond to the appropriate dates in your new season registration. For example, my early registration discount, I want to make sure that the dates correspond to my new registration dates for my open and end date. And save changes. After you reviewed both of your agreements and your adjustments, then you can go in and create your program for your new season. Go to Programs and either View Programs or Create Program. I'm going to go into View Programs. You can see I've already created a couple of new programs for my new season. I went ahead and actually combined my registration by price. So this allows me to create less programs so I don't have to create a program for each gender and age. So based on price, I was able to combine all of my U11 through my U17 players and all my U6 through U10 players because they're one price. Now I'm going to go in and open up the details of my program, make sure everything looks right. So you also want to make sure that the naming convention of your program is a standard naming convention. It's a good idea to put in your season and year into your title of your program so that you can easily find that program when running reports. Put in your price, your description about the program. If you have an additional page on your website you would like to direct people to read more about your program, you can put that URL right here. Remember when choosing type of program that the top two, recreational or tryout, anything that is marked as rec or tryout type of program is usable then in your team builder to bulk roster kids to your teams. You can also choose to be notified anytime anybody signs up for your program by selecting the checkbox next to your name. Make sure the appropriate dates are set for your active start and end date, your open and close registration, and your program start and end date. Also remember that when selecting your active end date for your program, that you want to make sure that your active end date lasts through your rostering process. Any programs that are active are usable then in Team Builder. Select the appropriate agreements that you'd like to add in. In your welcome message area, you can put in a welcome message that will show up on the last page of registration and also in their email confirmation. So here you can put in welcome message or what they should bring to their first practice. You can also put in information about the account that they've just created in the system so they know all of the features they have available to them. You can put in links to our setting your alerts and notifications, or even a link to navigating their personal dashboard. Those links are all located in our support section here in the Getting Started guides. Make sure your gender and age eligibility settings look correct. Add in any new custom questions that you'd like to add into your program. Select your appropriate adjustments and save your program. You're now ready to open registration.